से हमेशा खुश रहो बिटिया. I am JVN Dr. Anamika Aherwar, Associate Professor in the Department of Science and Technology at Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women's University, Jaipur. Today I am going to take the lecture on the subject named Production and Operations Management. Today's session is on production planning and control. Production planning and control is the organization and planning of the manufacturing process basically. So this production and planning it coordinates supply and movement of materials and labors, which ensures economic and balanced utilizations of machines and equipment as well as other activities. So these activities are related with the productions to achieve the desired manufacturing results. These results are in terms of quality, quantity, time and place. There are basically three stages in PPP, that is project planning and control. This is the short form by PPC. And first is the in this planning, second operations, third is the control. In planning stage, the choice from several alternatives of the best utilizing the available resources to achieve the desired objective. Here you have to focus on the basically our desire is what to achieve the objective. Second one is the operations. In this, the performance in accordance with details set out in production plan. And the third one is the control. Of course, control is also an important stage, and this is the monitoring in this monitoring phase basically. So the monitoring of performance through a feedback by comparing the results achieved with planned targets so that performance can be improved. Now come to the objectives of PPP. The objectives are to deliver goods and required quantities to customers in required delivery schedule. And the second thing is the objective is to ensure maximum utilization of all the resources and ensure of course production quality products, and to minimize the product's throughput time. Throughput time is what the amount of time which is required for a product to pass through a manufacturing process. And next is to maintain optimum level inventory. So the next objective is to maintain the flexibility in manufacturing operations, and the last is the coordinate between labor and machines in various supporting departments, because these are the, you can say, pillars of the task which you are going to perform. Without this their coordination, you can't achieve your goal. So next come to the functions, or you can say the classifications of PPC. First is the materials, second methods, machines, routing, estimating, scheduling, dispatching, expediting, and the evaluating. These all are the functions of PPC. Now come to the levels of PPC. First level is the strategic planning, and this is a long range planning. In this level, the process of thinking through the organization's current mission and environment and setting a guide for future decisions and results. The examples are the technology forecasting and choice of appropriate technology for the long range time horizon. The next is the tactical planning. This is the intermediate range level, and it is done over an intermediate terms, or you can say medium range time horizon, by middle level management. So these plans basically focus on aggregate products rather than individual products. The next one is the operational planning. This is a short range level, and it is done over a short range time span developed by junior level management, and it is concerned with utilization of existing functionalities rather than creation of new facilities. Next is the benefits of PPC. PPC coordinates all the phases of production or operating systems, and this is an efficient plan results in higher quality, better utilization of resources, reduce inventories, better services. Next is the an efficient plan enabled the firm to improve its sales, turnover, market share and profitability. Next is the limitations. This PPC function is based on certain assumptions or forecast of customers' demand, plant capacity, availability of materials, etc. So the employees may resist oppose change in production levels set per production plans. So this is the limitation. So this process is of course time consuming, because when we need to carry out routing and scheduling functions for large products, so it is a time consuming process. And the next is this function becomes of course difficult when environmental factors changes rapidly. Now come to the production planning versus or you can say operations planning. So in this production or operations planning, this involves the organization of an overall manufacturing system to produce a product. So the various activities which are involved are designing a product, determining the equipment and capacity requirements, designing layout of physical facilities, and the designing materials, handling system, designing sequence of operations. Now the next is the factors determining production planning procedures. There are three factors which determining production planning procedures, and these are volume of production, nature of production and the nature of operations. First is the volume of production. In this, the amount of intensity of production planning is determined by the volume and character of the operations and nature of manufacturing process. The next is the production planning is expected to reduce manufacturing cost. For this, the second one is the nature of production process, means in job shop the production planning may be informal and the development work methods is left to individual workmen who is highly skilled. The next is the nature of operations. For this, detailed production planning is required for repetitive operations, for example like continuous production of single standardized product. Next is the production planning system. There are two interrelated subsystems in the production planning system. First is the product planning system and the second is the process planning system. The production control means for this importance of control function. In this importance of control function, this provides the production of part, assembles and products of required quantity, and this quality at the is important at the required time. Okay, so this in this they coordinate, monitor or feedback of to manufacturing managements the result of production activities, which is analyzing and interpreting their importance and taking correct actions. So this provide optimal utilization of all resources, and this production control achieve the broad objectives of low cost production and the reliable customer services. And the benefits of this production control are the maintenance. If you are talking about in profit terms, that means the maintenance of balanced inventory of material, balanced and stabilized production, maximum utilization of equipment, minimum investment in inventory, reduction in setup cost, reduction in scrap, and minimum investment in inventory competitive advantage, reliable delivery to customer, shortened delivery schedule to customer, and the lower production cost. The elements of the production control are the control of planning, material, tooling, manufacturing capacities, activities, quantity, material handling, control of dues dates, and the control of information. The next is the production control system, which consists of a group of procedural elements. These procedural elements operate as a whole to fulfill the functions, and these functions are the means to setting the system in motion, such as production orders, methods to determine lead time for production, methods to control and monitor production, what, where and how work is to be done. The fourth one is the techniques for measuring and recording data on machine utilization. Now come to the factors determining PC procedures. First is the nature of production. In this, the manufacturing firms are classified as intermittent, continuous or composite production firms, and this is depending upon length of processing time. The second thing is the complexity of operations. This is the general complexity increases with increase in the variety of operations. So for this, the first one is the number of ultimate parts in product, second number of different operations, third is the extent to which processes are dependent on previous operations, fourth variation in production rates of machines used in the process, fifth is the receipt of small lot orders. And in terms of magnitude of operations, the size of the operations and the distance traveled by the parts from operations to operations are important in establishing power production control procedures. Next is the control organization, and the formal procedures are as the size of the operations which is increased and independent operations are more physically separated. Now come to the objectives of production planning and control. The objectives are to deliver quality good in required quantities, to ensure maximum utilization, to ensure production of quality products, to maintain optimum inventory levels, to maintain flexibility in manufacturing operations, to coordinate between labor and machine, to ensure effective cost reduction and cost control, to prepare production schedule, to produce effective results for least total cost, to remove bottlenecks in production. Roles of PPC. There are a variety of production operations management responsibilities. First is the product design and job and process design, equipment selection and replacement, labor skills, input material selection, plant selection and layout, scheduling, steps of the planning, implementing and controlling the schedule, and the operating the production system. See this diagram. These are the operations which are controlled. So there if these operations of course in the controlling manner. So while by performing this strategic planning, you need to do planning like this, so that you will achieve the goals. So you need to do this strategic planning. After this completion of phase strategic planning, go to the tactical planning. So of course there are some tactics which are implemented in this planning. While completing this tactical planning, you go to the implementation phase, and in this implementation phase of course some operations are required to perform, and these operations are in a controlling manner. So if this implementation is also controlled by this, and after completing the operations, the evaluation phase is starting, and this evaluation phase is of course in the supervision of controlling phase. And after evaluation, if there are some need to do some changes or editing or modifications, you can say, so you have to replanting it. Then again, if you are replanting, then again you go to the tactic plannings, or you can go to the strategic planning. So this is the role of PPC. Now what is the scope? The production planning and control emphasizes the following areas. And what are these areas? Like materials, methods, machines and equipment, manpower, routing, estimating, loading and scheduling, dispatching, expediting. The principles of PPC. In this, there are types of productions which determine the kind of production planning and control. And this, there are number of parts which are involved in the product affects expensive of PPC. And the time is of course common denominator of all scheduling activities. And the cost control should be a byproduct of PPC function. And the size of the plant has relatively little to do with the type of PPC system needed. And lastly is that the highest efficiency in production is obtained by manufacturing the required quantity of the product. Now phases are in terms of planning phase, there are basically three phase: planning phase, action phase and the control phase. In planning phase, categorized into two, like pre-planning and the active planning. In pre-planning, activities involves product planning and development, resource planning and the plant planning. The activity planning involves planning for quality. So the next is the action phase. In this action phase, execution or implementation phase includes dispatching and progressing functions. And in the controlling phase, this includes status reporting, materials, control tools, control, quality control. Now come to the main functions of production planning and control department. This we will see in the next session. So thank you so much for this session powered by digital version 2.0 Jayati Vidyapeeth Women's University. Hope you are satisfied with my digital session. If you have any query, please mention in comment box. I will resolve it. Thank you.